Hi kids, welcome back to Kate Productions. Today we're going to be reading a short story and this is called The Fun Street Friends and the Camping Trip. So let's get started. What a beautiful day! The sun was shining, the sky was blue, and not a single cloud could be seen. Fab, Sadie smiled as she pulled back the curtains. Let's hope it stays like this for the weekend. Oh yeah, winked Sam. This would be perfect. Carly, Tim, and Jazz looked puzzled. Perfect for what? They asked. What have you been planning? Well, said Sam, as he stood next to Sadie, we have a special announcement. Sadie took a deep breath. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the weekend for the Fun Street Friends camping trip. Everyone cheered when they heard the news. Hooray! Hooray! I can't wait. I love to sleep under the stars, laughed Carly. Toasted marshmallows, smiled Tim. Jazz jumped up and down with excitement. I'm going to take my bouncy ball, he exclaimed. We can have lots of fun and games. Oh, yes, said Tim dreamily. Sizzling sausages? And we can go on a spooky ghost hunt with our torches, continued Sam. But Tim wasn't listening. Yum, yum, he whispered. Hot chocolate and cookies? Sadie laughed. I think we'll have to put Tim the tortoise in charge of the cooking. The Fun Street Friends set to work. They had lots of packing to do before tomorrow's trip. Sam went to the attic and carried down the tent. Sadie searched in the trunk for the torches and boots. Jazz bounced upstairs and then whizzed down them, carrying huge bundles of blankets and sleeping bags. Carly checked her list and ticked off the tent pegs and the mallet. And I'll bring the food supplies, shouted Tim, scattering biscuit crumbs as he spoke. Blimey, Tim, laughed Sam. It looks like there'll soon be nothing left. The pile of camping equipment was bigger than all the Fun Street Friends put together. This is going to take ages, moaned Jazz. Not if we work as a team, said Sam encouragingly. They formed a line and one by one loaded the bags and boxes into the camper van. Phew, this one's pretty heavy, panted Sadie, just as Tim poked his head out of the box. Whoops, sorry, Sadie, he giggled, just having a little lie down. Before too long, everything was packed safely into the Fun Street Friends camper van. In a push, a pull, a squidge, and a squeeze, they managed to close the door. Yippee! I just can't wait for tomorrow, clapped Carly. We're going to have such a brilliant time. Sadie and Sam checked the list one more time. That's everything, they agreed. Now it's time for a good night's sleep. The Fun Street Friends made their way upstairs, brushed their teeth, put on their pajamas, and snuggled into bed. They chatted excitedly about their weekend trip and all the fun they were planning. After all their hard work, it wasn't long before they were all fast asleep dreaming of tents, torches, and toasted marshmallows. Bring, bring! The alarm rang and the Fun Street Friends leaped out of bed. The camping adventure was about to begin. With a hop, skip, and a jump, they sped downstairs for breakfast. Toast, cereal, banana, apple juice, maybe a croissant. Decisions, murmured Tim, poking his head around the pantry door. Make your mind up, Sadie laughed as she buttered her toast. Carly made sure the plates and cups were washed and put away, and one by one filed out of the front door. Let's go, laughed Jazz, and they all bundled into the packed camper van. Sadie did a last-minute check. 1, 2, 3, 4, she counted, pointing at Carly, Tim, Jazz, then herself. Someone is missing. No one had noticed that Sam wasn't with them in the van. That lazy Watson, murmured Tim under his breath. He's probably still tucked up in bed. The Fun Street Friends ran back inside, chased up the stairs and knocked loudly on Sam's door. "Come on, sleepyhead," they giggled, bursting into the bedroom. "We're all ready to go." Sadie, Carly, Tim, and Jazz came to a screeching halt as they saw him sitting up in the bed. Poor Sam was covered in bright red spots from head to toe. "I've got chicken pox," said Sam, bravely trying to smile. "I'm too ill for a camping trip." "You'll have to go without me," coughed Sam. "I hope you all have a fantastic time." The fun street friends gathered around Sam's bed to give him a farewell hug. Then they sadly crept downstairs and into the camper van. "That's too bad," sighed Carly. "He was really looking forward to it," agreed Jazz. "It just won't be the same without Sam," mumbled Tim, as they all waved goodbye to their friend who was standing at his bedroom window. Sam got back into his bed and wearily pulled up the covers. "I do hope there will be another adventure soon," wished Sam, as he sank into a deep, deep sleep. After some time, Sam began to stretch and yawn, then slowly opened his eyes. Even though he was still covered in tiny red spots, he was feeling a little better and settled down to read his favorite book. "What on earth is that noise?" muttered Sam under his breath. There seemed to be a lot of banging and chattering coming from downstairs. Sam was intrigued. "And what's that delicious smell?" he continued. "It smells like sausages." He decided to fling on his dressing gown and go and investigate. He slowly crept downstairs and pushed open the living room door. "Surprise!" they all shouted, and Sam nearly leapt out of his skin. "What? Well, how?" Sam was lost for words as he gazed at the most amazing sight. The fun street friends had made a camp inside the house. The tent had been set up by Sadie in the middle of the room and filled with pillows, blankets, and sleeping bags. Jazz had rolled out a grass-green sag, and Carly had been cutting out shiny stars which dangled from the ceiling. "Wowee!" cried Sam in amazement. "You guys are incredible!" Tim had been busy in the kitchen and popped his head around the door. "Hope you're hungry," he laughed as he appeared balancing a tray of delicious food on his shell. "Blimey, this is yummy," giggled Sam as he prodded his fork into a sizzling sausage. "We've got cookies and hot chocolate galore," laughed Tim, licking his lips. "Tuck in." Sam, Sadie, Carl, Tim, and Jazz had a brilliant day, full of fun and laughter. They played catch with Jazz's ball, told spooky tales by torchlight, and gazed at Carly's stars. They sang songs, played games, and toasted Tim's marshmallows. "I'm beginning to feel much better now, even if I am a bit spotty," smiled Sam as he looked in the mirror. Suddenly, Sadie had an idea. "It's tidy up time. Time for the washing up, you three," she announced, pointing at Carly, Tim, and Jazz. They reluctantly gathered up the cups and plates and made their way to the kitchen. "Shh," she whispered, putting her finger to her lips. "I've got one last surprise." Sam looked up at his friends, returned, then fell about with hopeless laughter. Sadie, Carly, Jazz, and Tim had painted little red spots all over themselves and were covered from head to toe. "We didn't want you to feel like the odd one out," they giggled, "so now we're all the same." Sam wrapped his arms around them and gave his friends a massive hug. "Fun street friends, you're the best," he exclaimed. "Now who's for the last marshmallow?" The end. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to like and comment on this video if you have any more suggestions, and be sure to subscribe to Kate Productions for more videos. Thank you.